Hi guys, how's it going? Look, I don't feel great about what's happening in Russia right now. I've seen some like absolutely horrific videos of that. Like, have you seen that video where Russian tank uh car? It's like, dude, it's absurd. I don't even know what these people are thinking, dude. Like this must have been some like 19-year-old kid thinking, like he's just like they saved the man, but like holy crap, dude. It's like absolutely the most bonkers thing. The guy just turned and just went right over the car. It's like, oh my God. It's really whack. Freaks me out. Um, looks like they managed to pull him out, but it's like the most, it's, um, it's not great. Not great news. Like yeah, this is it. So this guy just, look, the tank just, like, tank was driving straight and he just decided to make a turn and just go for it. Like, what the, dude, absurd. Turns around and keeps going. They managed to save this poor man. Oh man. It's like it's so sad in so many different ways because now they're going to take over, Russia's going to take over Ukraine, and it's going to be horrific, right? It's going to be absolutely horrific for the people that live there. Um, there's no way to make it seem good or anything. It's just going to be terrible in all different ways. Let's just cover the markets really quickly. So we went low, right? I think we talked about this yesterday. We went down to 34.3. Now we're up at 39 something, but I don't think, this is financial entertainment and not advice, but I don't think this means anything. I still think we're in a downtrend, and I think we're gonna go touch that's the 200 week over here. And I think the calculation on this 200 week, it's not accurate. I think it's down a little lower at $20,000, but 25,000. It's unfortunate. I mean, so I think the price is going to go down. We've seen wicks like this before where it's like really wavy, like here, but eventually we come down. I think we're coming down. Um, I don't think this is going to mean anything. Crypto fear and greed is at 26. Okay. Um, I'm mining helium. You may have seen it. There's an antenna in the back over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you might be able to see it. I'm not sure. But there's an antenna back there, and it's mining helium. It's pretty interesting. I think I got like $40 in 2 weeks, so it's like $80 a month, which is not terrible, right? It's not terrible. But what I want to show you today mostly is, well, you know what? We'll talk about this quickly. So the ECB wants to push through some regulation really fast, and one of the concerns for not pushing it through fast is that it kind of outlaws mining, proof of work process that secures Bitcoin. So they're trying to rehash it really quickly and put the regulatory scheme together because now the Russians are trying to escape the sanctions via Bitcoin, which is not ideal. We don't really want to see that happen, right? So they're doing what they can to push that through. I wonder if it's gonna happen. It'll be good though. More regulations is what we need. That way we get like older and conventional folk into this. Though most of the time, on regulation, people go, people are not fan of regulation generally, in like thinking about it from, from the top. Um, so about this, so Bitcoin, we went down to 34K essentially, and then we basically went from 34 to 40, right? We tried to hit 40 today, or on this we went above 40. So we went a little above. Look like we hit 41 or something. This line's in the way. Let me delete that. Oh no, oh no. Okay, we didn't. Okay, so we went up to 40, and we got rejected at 40 basically. So that line definitely. Let me shift this over a little bit. Um, but you get it. I don't think this is very strong. But let's just quickly cover what is actually happening with Russia, um, and why it is the way it is. So when Russia fell, well, I mean, when the USSR fell, look, yeah, dude, this is terrible. So when the USSR fell, like 9 of these gaping holes, and I can't identify them because I only read them and I wasn't able to identify them. But I'll try to find a YouTube video so I can understand this better, or find a map. But basically, there's one here in Georgia, one of these holes, and so like, oh, this, I mean, it's relatively intuitive as well. So Georgia was invaded in 2008. The reason it was invaded was because they needed to secure this area, this hole essentially, so that people couldn't march into the Russian homeland. Because what you have to remember is Russia is like a big flat area, right? And so it's like super easy just to send your troops in. So Georgia was the first one. Then Crimea is apparently another one. Ukraine is two because I think there's one here and one here. I think those are the two spots that they need like military presence or something to like keep an invading military at bay. Then there's one in Kazakhstan, which as long as Kazakhstan stays stable, everything's okay. So like they have one here, and then they have so that's one, two, three, four, five, and several other. So five, and there's four more essentially. Well, actually three more because one didn't go away when so it must be over here somewhere. But there's three more, and so what you can do is you can actually predict where Russia's going to invade next by understanding where these points are, these choke points essentially, right? And it would have been a huge blow if this did fall. And I wonder, can we look at a terrain map here? Oh, there's terrain. Okay, this is so, but you can see that this is all flat plain, right? This is the northwestern, northeastern European plain, and it's just this flat, like from Minsk to Moscow, like Berlin to Moscow, is just a straight line, straight plane. So you got to secure these areas, and so you see there's a mountain range here, and so like I imagine, like along Moldova, right around here, and around here as well. So, anyways, I'm not. And so Belarus has to stay strong to kind of plug up this hole. So maybe this is one of them, and I don't know where the last one is. I'll find out though. But the other thing is, if you look at this, I'm just gonna switch it back to what it was. Um, oh boy, come on, man. There we go. The other thing is Russia also has no cold water ports, warm water ports, right? There's they have now Crimea, right? Which is good. Well, it's good that they have it, but the problem is it's controlled essentially by Istanbul, right? Or Turkey. So if Turkey, which is a NATO member, chooses to block this, well, then there you go. You can no longer get through. And you may think this is a warm water port to an extent, not as warm as that, of course, because this freezes over for sure. St. Petersburg, then they could get through here, but then you have Denmark or what is this? Yeah, Denmark, and you have Germany, and that they're not going to Sweden or whatever. Yeah, Sweden. And so these people are, as we know, not good on the left. So they're not going. I mean, not on the left per se, but they're anti-war. That's what I mean to say. And they're not going to let. And so they're definitely monitoring everything that comes in and out of this region. Same with the Turkish region right here. So there is no cold water port. I mean, warm water port. So what do they have? They have the stuff out here, right, on the East Coast. But the problem with the East Coast is what a loop, man. Like you got to go all the way through and this way to get to wherever you want to go, like through here, and then you got to go through another one of these things unless you go all the way down the Cape of Good Horn. It's absurd to get to where the action is, where most of Russia's concerns are today. Of course, we could see these other countries, especially China, in the future, get more active and then start pressuring these guys. But I don't see that happening right now. Though I could see China take over the rest of this if it wanted to, relatively easily, and probably hold back the forces too. But what a border, dude! That's one of the reasons people don't invade here. Like, how do you secure a wide border like that? It's nearly impossible. It's like, unless you have like some mountain ranges and like some narrowed areas where you can take advantage of. But aside from that, you're really screwed. So I wanted to give a high level experience here on what's going on. Um, Either way, this is an unfortunate situation. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.